Hey folks, welcome back to another Alphabet Options update. Last week I sold an $87 put, and it closed on Friday just above that, so it expired worthless, and I did not have to buy another 100 shares, but that was really close, because you can see on Thursday, it actually dropped below $87 before coming back up. Then later in the week on Thursday, I decided to sell some more Google options. I was short a $90 call, and I also put in a bull put spread at 84.83. So as long as Alphabet closed between 90 and 84, then both of these would expire out of the money. So I mentioned that on Twitter. If you want to follow my trades throughout the week, then you can follow me on Twitter because I only update these videos once a week. So I might make additional trades later in the middle of the week or towards the end of the week if I see opportunities there to capture some more weekly premiums. So I earned 154 total premiums last week, which was a bit lower than what I normally do, but that was because I was sort of uncertain. Now, I did mention that after last week, maybe there would be more certainty in the market and I'd have a better idea of which way the market is moving. So I'm going to look at the weekly chart first to get a feel for what Alphabet might be doing this week. So the previous few weeks, like I mentioned in the last video, we had smaller and smaller red candles, but then this was kind of surprising where we had a larger red candle here. So if it had been a green week, then that would be pretty bullish. So right now I'm not so sure. Maybe on the daily chart, it'll give us a better indication of what's going on. So it kind of looks like we are just consolidating. So because the stock did not close at a new low last week, this green candle here was the Friday ending last week. Since we had a low over here and another low over here, both closed around the $86 level. That's kind of like a double bottom. So it kind of makes sense that we're going up now. And my best guess of where the Alphabet is going next is probably up here to $90 before it might come back down here and retest that low for the third time at around 86. So I still like my 87 put from last week. I think I'm going to put that trade in now for Alphabet. Now, inflation number comes out later this week on Thursday. And when we have inflation data, usually the implied volatility would be pretty high, but that's good if you are selling options. So at $87, it looks like I can get about $86 or $87 from that. So I'm going to put this order in first. I'll try to get 89, which is the ask. And then maybe I'll sell another put spread. I'm going to see what the premiums are like down
Order
here.
filled.
Okay, so that 87 put was just filled at 89 cents. So looking at the chart here, I have this green, I should actually make this into a red channel here, which is going down. And this has been Alphabet's bear market channel for a long time. And we've had two touches on the bottom of this channel, one over here in May and then one over here in November. So I'm just thinking like what is one of the worst case possibilities is Alphabet might fall all the way down here to the bottom of the channel again. And that's going to be around $76 or $77. So I'm going to see if there's any premiums at that level. Basically, there isn't. So there's no point selling like a 78 put and then just making 2 cents or $2. Well, what about on the top side? So if I want to sell some calls, we do have, you can see the blue dotted line going down the middle of this channel. It sort of acts as a resistance over the last few months because the stock couldn't even get past the middle of this channel. So that's going to act as resistance right here. And this vertical dotted blue line represents this Friday, which is the 13th. And that's just 4 trading days away. So I think even if the stock moves up and if I double the range of the current channel that it was trading in over the last couple of weeks, you can see it's going to be about $94 or $95. So I think there's going to be pretty strong resistance there. So going back to the option chain here at $95. Okay, I can probably sell a spread here, maybe 95 and 97. Try to get 9 cents for now and maybe go with the 4 quantity. So the other thing I can do is I can come down here to the 99 strike and sell, maybe I'll sell like 4 of these, and these would all be covered calls. That's why my margin impact is barely anything, even though I could potentially sell 400 shares. It's because I have 500 shares. And if the stock does move all the way up to $99, which is less than a 2% chance, then I would basically make all the gains from today's price $89 to 99, that's a $10 difference times 400 shares. So that's going to be a lot of money, like $4,000, which will be more like over $5,000 in Canadian. And that is going to take my PNL to a positive number again. But I might not get the 3 cents that I want from this. We'll see. I'm just trying to take advantage of the higher IV this week because in most cases, for a $10 move, you're not going to get anything with Alphabet. But for this week, because of the higher implied volatility, you can make 2 or 3 cents per share.
Order filled.
Okay, so I have my bear call spread filled. Well, I just realized on the $99 call, there's not a lot of volume. If you compare the ask size to the other strike prices, you can see it's quite low, and the volume is quite low as well. So I'm going to cancel my 99 and go down $1 to the 98 strike and sell this call option instead for my covered calls. So I will cancel my Google 99 call here.
Order cancelled.
And in the option chain, look for the 98. This one has higher volume and a bigger ask size. So I'm going to sell this and try to get 5 cents first and going to submit. And I'll just try to get it filled at 4 cents here.
Order filled.
So that makes 3 Alphabet option trades for today. Now there's a CPI report coming out on Thursday morning. So after that inflation report, depending on what the stock does, I might trade another Google option. I might even have to close out that bear call spread because if the stock moves up to like 97 or 96, then this is basically in the money and I'll have to close this at a loss. But then I'll probably just open up another trade expiring on the next day, which is Friday. So we'll see how that goes. If you want to get updates on the day that I make trades, you can check on Twitter if I make any trades later this week. Otherwise, I'll give another update next week to see where this challenge is at. And by then, hopefully the market will be up. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time.